We're going to have Deputy Chief Pauline Gray, Pauline. Gray is Gray. We'll also have speaking the Unit Commander, Mandeep Man, Mandeep, and Man is Mann, and he is from the Drug Squad. My name's Constable Laura Brabant, and it's Laura Brabant, and I'm a Media Relations Officer with Corporate Communications.
40 seconds. Seconds. 15. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us today at the Toronto Police Headquarters. My name is Constable Laura Brabant. I'm a Media Relations Officer with Corporate Communications. Today, I'm here to introduce to you Deputy Chief Pauline Gray of Specialized Operations and Unit Commander Mandeep Man of the Drug Squad. They are here today to provide information on a significant drug seizure investigation. Deputy Chief.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. I am so pleased to be joined by Mandeep Man, the unit commander of our drug squad, and the person who represents many of the members responsible for the success of this investigation. We are here this morning to announce the largest single-day drug seizure in the history of the Toronto Police Service. On display in front of us is a staggering 671 kilograms of illicit drugs, 520 kilograms of crystal methamphetamine, and 151 kilograms of cocaine. A seizure of this size, quite frankly, is going to save lives, and as a result of the dedicated work of many at the Toronto Police Service, including the Drug Squad Major Projects Section and the Asian Organized Crime Task Force. The Criminal Intelligence Service of Ontario, who also assisted the Toronto Police Service with the investigation through funding provided by the Ontario government. The Toronto Police Service will continue to dedicate the resources necessary to keep these dangerous drugs off the streets. And I personally want to thank all the members here who participated in that investigation. I'll now ask Unit Commander of the Toronto Drug Squad to discuss the case in more detail. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy. And good morning, and thank you for joining us today. As Deputy Gray's mentioned, this is the single largest day seizure in the history of the Toronto Police Service. The previous record, which was set in April of this year, the unit had seized 286 kilograms of cocaine and crystal methamphetamine at that time. Today, here in front of you, you see 671 kilograms of cocaine and crystal methamphetamine. The back-to-back seizure of this magnitude speaks to the dedication and skill of our officers, who are conducting investigations that are strategic, intelligence-led, and are carried out in a manner focused on preventing harm and improving community safety and well-being. During the course of this particular investigation, our investigators identified 2 addresses here in Toronto being used as stash houses for these illicit drugs. Following a considerable investigation, we obtained judicial authorization for those 2 addresses and 3 vehicles. On October 5th of this year, we executed those said warrants, and what you're seeing here is a result of those warrants. The estimated street value of the drugs that you see here before you, the 671 kilograms, is approximately $58 million. I can tell you that we have identified 3 people in connection to trafficking these substances. We have been in contact with their legal counsel, and we anticipate arrests coming soon. Once those arrests are made, their names will be public, and they will be charged, or they will be facing charges of possession of cocaine and crystal methamphetamine for the purpose of trafficking. I cannot understate the significance of a seizure of this size or the social cost that these drugs would have inflicted on our communities. The drugs that were seized in these stash houses were destined for our neighborhoods. Intercepting the flow of these drugs have prevented possible overdoses, which we all know is an epidemic facing our communities as we speak. This seizure will help minimize the violence in Toronto that is driven by guns, gangs, and drugs, and often, as we all know, with tragic consequences. This particular seizure, is diverting millions of dollars in drug profits from organized criminals, and no doubt is having a positive impact on the safety and well-being of our communities. I want to again thank you, as Deputy Gray has done, thank the dedicated members of our Toronto Drug Squad and our Asian Organized Crime Task Force. What you see here today is a result of their tireless work and their commitment to community safety. Okay? That concludes my statement so far, so we're open to any questions you may have.
What can you say about where it is the cocaine came from, or was it imported from the country overseas?
We have reason to believe that this crossed the border from the U.S.
And then from before the U.S., do you know where it came from, whether it be Colombia or Ecuador or another cocaine-producing region?
I wouldn't be able to answer that. So, if there's no other questions, we'll conclude this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming today. That concludes our press conference.